have always said, the form means nothing, the thought is everything. Pray according to your convictions and in the manner that touches you the most. A good thought is worth more than many words that are foreign to the heart. The spirits do not prescribe any absolute formula for prayer. When they do, it is for focusing one's thoughts and especially for calling attention to certain principles of the Spiritist doctrine. One other purpose applies to those who have difficulty expressing their ideas, because there are some who do not believe they have truly prayed, if their thoughts have not been formulated. The collection of prayers contained in this chapter is one chosen from among those that were dictated by the spirits in various circumstances. They could have dictated others using different words appropriate for certain ideas or special cases, but the form is of little importance if the underlying thought is the same. The aim of prayer is to lift our soul to God. The diversity of formulas should not create any differences amongst those who believe in God, and even less amongst the followers of Spiritism, because God accepts all prayers when they are sincere. Consequently, one ought not to regard this collection as a set formulary, but as a variety of prayers based on the teachings given by the spirits. It is an application of the principles of the gospel morality that have been developed in this book, and is a complement to their dictates concerning one's duties toward God and neighbor, wherein all the principles of the doctrine are brought to mind. Spiritism acknowledges that the prayers of all religions are good when they are spoken from the heart, and not just from the lips. It imposes none, nor does it condemn any. God is too great, according to Spiritism, to reject the voice that implores God, or sings God's praises because it is done in one certain manner rather than another. All those who pronounce anathemas against prayers that are not in their own formulary show that they know nothing of the greatness of God. To believe that God is bound to one specific formula is to attribute to God the pettiness and passions of humankind. According to St. Paul, one essential condition for prayer is that it must be intelligible, so that it may speak to our spirit. Thus, it is not enough for it to be uttered in a language understood only by the one who prays. There are prayers in ordinary language that do not say any more to our mind than if they were spoken in a foreign language, and for that very reason they do not reach the heart. The few ideas they entail are often suffocated by an overabundance of words and the mysticism of the language. The main requirement of prayer is that it be clear, simple, and concise, without needless phraseology or an excess of epithets that are merely showy finery. Each word should be important, reveal a thought, and strike a chord. In short, it should cause one to reflect. This is the only condition in which the prayer can achieve its objective. Otherwise, it is only noise. One observes, however, with what an air of distraction and inconsistency prayers are spoken most of the time. One can see the lips moving, but by the facial expression and even by the tone of voice, one realizes that it is a purely outward, mechanical act to which the soul remains indifferent. The prayers in this collection are divided into 5 categories. 1. General prayers. 2. Prayers for oneself. 3. Prayers for the living. 4. Prayers for the dead. And 5. Special prayers for the sick and the obsessed. Aiming at calling particular attention to the object of each prayer, and to render its importance more comprehensible, they are all preceded with preliminary instructions, a sort of exposition of rationale under the heading Introduction.